Hello, Naomi. Welcome to the stream. How's your day going? Hopefully it's going well. Hello, Lily, even though I'm not your father. I do wonder where to put these. I can probably put them over here. Yeah, I'll put them over here from now on. I think that works. Well, no, if I have to draw... Well, if I have to draw it, I'll just put that there, so that works. Getting the notification while studying is literally perfection. Hello! Broken Skull. Hello, Samus. No, Duck Doodle. Hello, Rap Dog. Welcome to the stream. How many kids in stream chat do you have? Lily is the only one brave enough to claim to be my child. Luckily. She's not my child. Or, sorry, Lily's not my child. Hello, B with a baby head. They're doing great. Yeah, hello. Yeah, also not. Okay, yeah. Hello, guys. Welcome to the stream. I'm going to start drawing now. Let's see, I did put this on live chat, right? Yes, I did. Just to make sure I have that on repeat. Yes, I do. Coolio. Oh yeah, I saw Naomi. Was it you who did the animation? The one where like the girl turns around. I'm pretty sure. And like, yeah, that was a good animation. It was good. Do the finger point. I only do that when I need to. You say they're not. I'll believe you now. People can claim to be whatever they want. It just depends what they are in reality. And Lily is not my child. That's the reality. No, that wasn't mine. Oh, then I didn't. Oh, then I guess I didn't see your animation then. Then yeah, wait. What was your animation? Well, I guess yeah. Never mind. I thought I saw it. Someone said that they did an animation like sometime in stream, and I saw it. Like I think it was yesterday or the day before. I don't know. But I guess it wasn't you. Hello, Miss Vampire. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Jotaro Ron. Welcome to the stream. You're at school right now? I see. Well, hopefully school goes well. The animation in DMs. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, how are you guys doing? Okay, you gotta go. You'll be back. Okay, I'll see you around, Lily. Really, it's just a sideways plane. So, like, truly, it's something like that. Then goes down and connects to nothing. That connects to that, but not really anything in particular. Hello, Saul. Welcome to the stream. My Italian professor gave me class 10 full of pages of exercise. Oh, gave the class 10 full pages of exercise. Okay, that sounds like a lot. Well, I mean, it seems complicated, so like maybe it was necessary. Perhaps it was necessary. You're sick? I see. That's unfortunate. Be with the baby head. Very teethy face. She seems hungry, I think. Yeah, maybe she's hungry. Does she even have a stomach? I have to do physics to procrastinate on Italian. I think I'd rather just do Italian, I'm not gonna lie. Burn the papers and say that Calcifer from Howl's Moving Castle ate it. Never watched Howl's Moving Castle. Never watched any Ghibli films, or Ghibli films, whatever it is. Have you not watched it? I don't know. My peepers have not gazed upon any animation by Studio Ghibli. Ghibli, whatever you want to say. I'm gonna call it Ghibli. Studio Ghibli. So let's just pass that around. I know, it's very sad. It's very tragic. I have a tragic backstory. Of the art style, one of my favorite movies is Kiki's Delivery Service. Kiki's Delivery Services. I genuinely love witch-related media, like Little Witch Academia, as well. I'll say. Yeah, I've heard a lot about like Howl's Moving Castle. I've heard a lot about Spirited Away. I think that's another Ghibli. Obviously, I've heard Kiki's Delivery Service. I just haven't got around to watching them. I don't know if I will anytime soon. I mean, like, the movies seem fun. That's the thing. Like, it seems like it'll be like a fun, enjoyable, lighthearted experience. Maybe like, yeah, but like, I don't know. I don't know if I will get the type of thing that I like to watch usually. Like, I don't know. Like, yeah, maybe one day. What's Ponyo? Oh, I forgot what it was called, but there was a really sad one about war. Interesting. I guess that's also a Ghibli film. Yeah, I know Spirited Away. Actually, I am interested in watching Spirited Away, though. That is one that I'm interested in watching. But other than that, I'm not too sure. Can't remember, but I know Howl's Moving Castle did have a bombing scene with the house going up in flames. Apologies for the spoiler. Interesting. Bombing scene. Sounds interesting though. Yeah, one day I'll check out like Ghibli films. Although to be fair, it's like one day I'll check out a lot of things, but do I have so many things to check out is the thing. That's the problem. Almost too many things. Will I be able to finish them all in my lifetime? Hopefully. Oh, I remember now. It's called Grave of the Fireflies. Oh, I see. Bro, it got me crying. Fair enough. Yeah, one day. One day. Also, good movies I'd recommend is Mononoke. That's like Princess Mononoke, right? Apologies if my spelling is correct, but the movie has such a papery art style. Eye candy. Yeah, yeah. There's so many like things. I haven't watched Silent Voice. I haven't watched Your Lie in April. I haven't watched. I think it's like I Want to Eat Your Pancreas or something like that. I don't know. So many things that, yeah, that eventually like I would like to watch, but it'll probably be a while before I actually do end up watching them. Also, I haven't watched those sadly. Oh, fair enough. Or like Silent Voice. Did I say Silent Voice too? Well, yeah, Silent Voice. One day. Mark my words. Unless I like die or something. Although I can't die, I'm immortal. I watched I Want to Eat Your Pancreas, and it was the closest movie slash show ever got to making me cry. Oh, I see. Anyway, apologize. Forgot to ask how was it. Oh no, my day's been good. That's cool. Yeah. How's your day been? Have you done anything interesting? And my day has been pretty good. I had to update my tablet, my drawing tablet's drivers for my laptop. So yeah, cause I've never done that before. So it's like been like 3 years of like it not working, or yeah, like since 2023 I haven't updated it. So yeah, Halloween in 3 days, indeed. I really need to finish my thing. I'm gonna try and finish my submission for the challenge today. It should be it should be pretty easy. I'm basically finished with the line art, and the rendering doesn't take that long. It should take like an hour to render. Maybe around an hour. Honestly, I'm getting faster with my my drawings. It's the line art that usually takes long, and I'm getting faster at making line art in general. So I'm feeling happy about the progress there. I don't have a costume yet. I see. Well, I'm sure you'll get one. I got a pack of gel pens for the start of the exams. Probably not going to study tonight, because tomorrow I'm writing English first language, which is easy AF. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah. English, yeah, it'll be easy. Gonna bring up. Is today Tuesday? Today is Tuesday. Okay. I was just making sure. I was like, is today Monday or I don't know. I got like caught up, or not caught up. I don't keep up with dates. Indeed. I get 70 to 90 without studying. Well, yeah, if you can pass without studying, then that's good. Unless unless you're like going for like something specifically in that field, but unless you want to be like an English teacher, you probably don't need to study if you can pass. Tuesday is such a weird day. It is very weird. It's not like in the middle of the week. It's not like Wednesday. Or I guess is Wednesday in the middle of the week? To be honest, like I consider Friday the weekend. Like a lot of people don't. But like ever since I was young, I consider Friday the weekend. So like I tend to just think that Wednesday is like in the middle of the week. Cause like when I get to when it's Wednesday, I'm like, oh yeah, the week's almost over. When I'm at Thursday, I'm like, okay, it's like the weekend's here. But Tuesday is like, what's Tuesday? Tuesday's like just a sad middle day. It's not like the worst day technically. It's not like Monday, but it's not like the best day either. Like Wednesday is the middle of the week, Monday is the start of the week, Thursday is a Temu Friday, and well, Friday is Friday, exactly. But Tuesday is just Tuesday. Tuesday isn't anything. It's just the day before Wednesday. How do I even draw the hips? Like in this perspective, like the hips should come like that, I think. Because Monday's after Sunday. Monday is after Sunday, I suppose, yeah. Wait, what? Tuesday is a choose me day. And everybody hates Mondays. That's true. Well, actually, I don't because I'm not in school, I'm not working a job. I actually don't hate Mondays. No, well, actually, I kind of do. I only hate Mondays because I used to because I used to be in school. So like I have like the leftover prejudice against Mondays. It's like Like I don't hate it, but it's just like it's Monday. The weekend's over. You don't hate Mondays? Oh, you like Mondays, actually. Sunday's not that bad. No, I think Sunday's fine. I like Sunday. Sunday's like you can't stay up because you have to work tomorrow. That is how Sunday is. It's not. Yeah, it's the worst of the week. It's the worst of the weekend. Sunday's just an edge day. Not gonna lie. Sunday is interesting. That's for sure. Sunday's basically flipping you off. No, Sunday's just here to like. Sunday's just like the padding. Sunday is like just getting you ready for Monday. It's like it's like a gentle letdown. It lets you down slowly. Sunday's like breaking up with you, but like, it's like yeah, slowly. Doesn't want to like hurt your feelings or anything. Saturday's the go. Oh yeah, Saturday's great. Everyone likes Saturday. How can you not like Saturday? Like, unless you like work on Saturday, I guess. Sunday is not mad. He's just disappointed. Yeah, something like that. Indeed, and Friday nights. Friday is, yeah, I like Friday. I like Saturday. Sunday is like okay. The days are the weekdays. Okay, did that. I need to add the marking on her lower back like that. Thursday's edging you and Friday is good. Something like that. Thursday, yeah, Thursday is honestly, yeah, I like Thursday because it's like the last day of the week, basically. I think Thursday is chill. Wednesday's cool. There's a restaurant or a fast food place where we get a free burger if we order it on Wednesday. Oh, that's nice. It's like, is it like a free burger if you like buy a drink or something, or just like actually just like a real free burger? A buy one get one free deal. Oh, okay. I sort of like Wednesdays because my school gives me late starts on Wednesdays. Ooh. Like you can get more sleep or something. Narcissistic all day. That's how are you today? I'm good. I'm okay. I'm okay. But I hate how Wednesday is spelled. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, no, my day is good. How's your day? Going, Rap Dog. It's yeah, it's good. Guten Tag. Guten Tag. Okay, so I'm gonna bring this down like that. I'm happy because I consider my yesterday's study session productive. Besides the realism drawing, I was really tired at the end of the day. I think that was something good. Um, yeah, I guess that means you kind of like worked hard. I suppose it's good. If you feel it's productive, that is good. My friends get mad at me if I tell them that I think I did bad in the English test. Like, guys, I might know the lexicon, but I still didn't study grammar. Um, yeah, I guess that's fair. The grammar is so odd. It's so odd. Not gonna lie, especially the placements of commas and such. I don't know. Commas. I think the placements of commas makes like good sense. Like, essentially, you place the commas where. Well, I mean, you know where to place the commas, right? But it's just like to figure out where to place the commas, you kind of just figure out where you'd place a like where you'd break in normal speech. Unless you're like the type of person like that goes on and on without like having a break, but in general, I think the comma placement. There's a lot about English that I don't. Yeah, that like I think is like kind of like stupid rules. But I think the comma system is pretty okay. I think that's like pretty intuitive. Hello, Yetharth. Yetharth? Hello, Yetharth. I'm not a writer. You don't have to be a writer. You just have to be good at speaking. I'm bad at both. Oh no. But I understand English well. That's enough. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you have like one part down. Yeah, if you can, as long as you're gonna understand and I guess transmit information, that's good. That's like good enough. And I mean, yeah, I can understand you, so you're pretty good. Bro, I have cold pizza, but my microwave is on the verge of exploding. What? As in, like, it's broken down and stuff like that? Or it's breaking down? That's, not good. Cold pizza is crazy, though. So, maybe it's worth exploding. No, I'm joking. If you explode, you can't get any more pizza. That would be interesting. That's the collarbone. I mean, not the collarbone, but yeah. By the way, this face is like objectively not correct. I'd have to bring this down around like this, bring it like that. So this is where the back of the head is. We had to throw off the microwave because cockroach infestation, and currently there's a moth infestation. It's like 100 moths or more. What? I've never heard of a moth infestation before. Must have a lot of those fabrics that they like or something. I don't know. What do moths eat? Like silk? Cotton? I don't know. No, moths make silk. Do they eat silk or do they eat like cotton? Yeah, I don't know what they eat. I'm sure they don't eat like synthetic stuff, so they must eat like natural stuff, which would be like cotton, like based fabrics. I mean, they produce silk. Would they eat silk to produce silk? Maybe that kind of makes sense in a sort of way. I guess you kind of eat energy to produce energy, but it's more like stored energy, so it's not really the same thing. Dennis, will you celebrate the this Halloween? If yes, no. In general, I don't celebrate Halloween. I've never celebrated Halloween actually, or rather, my family has never celebrated Halloween, so I never have either. If I were to go, I have no idea what I'd go as. It is because my brother has like a beetle farm. There's no lid, so they feed on. What? The moths eat the beetle. Oh god, I love the gal pointing at her face. I do like that too. Thank you. I like the expression. She genuinely looks like she has no thoughts in there, basically. Or maybe no, she has. It's either she's like shocked, or like asking if you're talking to her or something like that. I think I could see like that scenario, or she's just no thoughts in there. It's just empty. They're feeding on oats. Oh, okay. I thought. Okay. They eat. Oh, I didn't know they eat. Like, okay, yeah. For whatever reason, I thought that like moths and stuff like eat just I thought they just ate like cotton. Yeah, just like straight up. There were 2 cockroaches on my keyboard yesterday. Ooh, that rough. Rough. I've seen cockroaches like not like a lot though. Like we occasionally do see cockroaches, but not so many that it would be like an infestation. It's just like I mean, we live next to the forest, so I think it's like to be expected. Hello, it's Gaz. Finally made it to one of his streams. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Yes, welcome. Oh wait, you're going? Okay, goodbye. Goodbye, Saul. I didn't see that. Although her arm looks a bit elongated, I don't think the elbow is supposed to go that far down. You are correct. Yeah, yeah. I actually noticed that, like, last night. But, like, yeah, I noticed that. I just couldn't really fix it. Yeah, see, the problem with what I've done there is I plotted things out before I actually... No, I drew them. Yeah, I plotted out the placement before I actually like tried to figure out, wait, should the elbow be like here or there? But like I just didn't pay attention, so yeah. Definitely looks wrong. Are you in the Discord for the notification? Yeah, if you're in Discord, you can get I do a notification for the Discord. There's a notification channel, and every time it goes to stream, I put a notification. Like yeah. Nope, not in the Discord. Don't have it. Oh, okay, fair enough, fair enough. Strict parents, even though I'm in high school. I mean, yeah, it still I understand. To be honest though, like Discord in general probably just isn't a place for like children. I mean, like I guess a high schooler is not. I mean, even like minors rather, maybe not children. It depends on like how you can handle yourself. If you can handle yourself well, then like it's good. But yeah, so I understand the decision. Yeah, that's rough. That's unfortunate. Do you not have like the notifications for YouTube then, or does YouTube just not notify you? Is B Baby Head the secret account for Biba Doobie? Probably not. Or maybe it is. Who knows? I need to find out what's happening here. You know, can I fix this? I wonder. I mean, okay, like, because the elbow would be around here, so it's just gonna look pretty messy because I've already finalized the kind of, what's it called? Yeah, the shading. So because the shading is, I mean, I could kind of do it. Oh my god, what is that? Hello, nobody. What are you asking? What's this or something else? Parents that are strict like that suck. I feel bad for you. YouTube doesn't notify me. I don't know why I have it on. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, it's weird. YouTube is weird though. I mean, I don't get notified for a lot of like things that I have notifications on too. In general though, I start streaming around this time anyways. It's 12 p.m. Oh, okay, it's about to be 1 p.m. US Eastern Standard Time. I start streaming around like 12 p.m. like in the hour of 12. Within the hour of like 12 p.m. I start streaming. I'm talking about like yeah, US Eastern Standard Time. Yeah. Like right now. So okay, what's that character? It's creepy AF. Thank you. This character is her. She's this character. It's this is her. She's disguised as a human. But she's like that. It's like 8 p.m. here. Ooh, that's not too late, but it's kind of late, yeah. I have a friend that only gets 1 hour of screen time every day, so we can never contact him. Yeah. I kind of had I had some amount of screen time, but yeah, I had like a screen time limit. I think it was like 3 hours a day at some point, which wasn't too bad, but wasn't too good either. The right one? No, I'm saying that the right one is the same thing as this is the same character. He's the most strict periods control I've ever seen. Yeah, that's rough. I have 5 hours. Well, that's definitely better than 1. Like, by far. Annoying strict parents lead to sneaky kids. That's sometimes true, yeah. That's true a lot of the time. Do you think it's good to have a screen time? It depends what the child. It depends like how the child uses it. I don't think children should be on the internet like a long time. I definitely think that's true. I think there should be limitations for like what a child is able to do on the internet in the first place. Um, yeah, like YouTube isn't like child friendly. Neither is like Twitter, obviously, or like any other. Yeah, there's a lot of social media that's just not for children, or at least not the best thing for them to have. So maybe not screen time, or yeah, maybe like an amount of screen time. I think the thing about like technology is that it's addictive, and the thing about children is they don't have any like they don't know about like managing things, right? So a child, if given like infinite time to like watch whatever they or do whatever they want to do, they're just gonna end up like getting addicted to like technology. Like there's a lot of people walking around who just like literally cannot exist without like being like connected to like the internet or in some way, shape, or form, which is, I mean, I can't exactly say if that's a good thing or not, right? Of course, because I mean, that's like maybe it is the fact that the world has simply become online, and so to not be online would be like like something that's bad, like for productivity. Maybe the world is simply moving to like a thing where being online is good, but I think especially for children, like yeah, children can get addicted to things really easily, and the internet is one of them. So yeah, I think screen time. Long story short, to TLDR, yeah, I think there should be some amount of screen time. My brother doesn't have a screen time, so he rather playing than doing his homework. Yeah, probably. Cool. Cutesy turning into horror. Yeah, that's exactly it. That's what I like. Um, density. Yeah, I read that. I've saved enough to move out soon, so yippee. Really? Well, that's good. That's good. I guess that's good. Yeah. People in my grade have a phone, but I always have to use my mom's phone. I'm in 8th grade. Um, I don't even know what 8th grade is. Is that high school? 8th grade is like, yeah, 8th grade is in a high school, right? Is that like when you're 12 or something? I don't know. Yeah, I really need to escape this household. Well, if you think that's what will be best for you, then you do that. You do what is best for you. Do whatever you think you will, yeah, enjoy, not regret. I don't know if I'd move out. I could. I mean, I could. No, I can't right now. In this economy, moving out? That's crazy. Okay, what the heck? My music just crashed. I wonder why. Let me change the sound. The song. No, not that song. I want. No, okay, what? Wait, what are we clicking on, guys? Okay, fine, whatever. Um, I'm not trying to do full stream though. Ninth grade is freshman. 8th grade is middle school. Ninth grade is freshman. Oh, okay. So it's okay. Yeah, I know nothing of. Yeah, the thing about my high school, like I was homeschooled, and so because there's really no one else to compare myself to, it's like I had grades. I know that for sure. I just never paid attention to them. It's like, what's the difference between an 8th grader or a ninth grader? I don't know. Like, I don't have any 8th grader. I mean, ninth graders in my school. So, because I was homeschooled. So, if if I was in 8th grade, I don't have like, yeah, I never was able to actually figure out what that was. My sister moved out at 16, and I'm thinking about doing the same because it sucks here. Well, fair enough. Hello, Ghosty. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, do whatever you think you're gonna. Do whatever you think is gonna make you happy. The country is nice enough to offer already built house to graduating students. Sorry if this doesn't make sense. No, that makes sense. Your English is pretty good. country is nice enough to offer an already built house to graduating students. No, that made perfect sense, yeah. I understood every part of that. English is good, barely any mistakes. Honestly, I mean, not like I'm like truly trying to analyze, but I don't even see any mistakes. But maybe I'm just bad at English. I mean, that's not really a surprise though. How's it going? Hello, Lefty. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? It's going good. How's it going for you? Dennis, have you practiced silhouettes? Do I practice silhouettes? Yeah, I do. No, I don't. Not really, no. Although I do have it in mind. I don't want to make a cluttered drawing. No, I'm not like actively paying attention really deeply. Do I mainly color in digital? I do indeed. I have a I color in digital. Like I mean, to be honest, I'm mainly a digital artist. Yeah, I am mainly a digital artist. I like, yeah, you can see my digital, oh, oopsie, my digital art right here. I color in digital. So, here's my art, yeah. I would, yeah. The reason I don't generally tend to finish my drawings here on this book is, well, because I'm using this book only for sketches. This is only like a studying book, or rather an anatomy study book and stuff like that, so. Yeah, I do not tend to like finish. I don't finish these drawings because yeah, they're really just studies. I mean, studies, references, anatomy practice, or just having fun. But all of them are sketches, no matter what. So, because they're all sketches, I just never I just don't feel the need to finish them. And I probably don't even have the ability to. Yes, I speak 2 other languages other than English, so it might not be great. I think it's just my pronunciation when I speak. Yeah, maybe. As far as like written English, yeah, you're damn near perfect. I can't do digital art right now. I'm mainly a traditional artist. I never use color either. Fair enough. You have a good knowledge of negative space. I know what negative space is, and yeah, I guess so. Yeah. No, okay, so like I don't have a good knowledge of negative space itself, but I try not to have overlapping forms. So like for instance, you see these arms right here? I'm not gonna have one arm right on top of another arm. Why? Because it looks cluttered. That also translates to I am technically aware, like I'm doing negatives. I'm like aware and I'm drawing with negative space, but I'm not really aware of it. But I'm aware of what makes negative space, kind of, if that makes sense. So I'm not thinking about the concept of negative space itself, but I am working with it to not make a if that made sense, if that made any sense at all. I'm working with it to not make a cluttered drawing. I'm trying. Yeah, like I've heard like the thing about like not doing any tangent lines where lines like intersect with each other when they're not supposed to, or you don't want them to, or when an object is not related to another object. Yeah, you just don't want them to intersect. That type of thing, I'm very much conscious of that, and so I pay a lot of attention to it when I'm drawing, and that results in me kind of not having too many stacking things or like negative. Yeah, so. I see smart move. I recently started. Wait, no, hold on. There we go. Wait, no, about that. Hey, I was able to make a few stems, like birth, mind, action, creation. And now I need to figure out the rest. What would be the 6 and the 5 ones? I have no idea. It just depends. I guess what you want to do. But when it comes to me, I don't know. I have no idea. I see smart move. I recently started a book in blues only to scam for digital. Wait, how does that mean? Thank you. No problem. If it helped you, then that's good. Yo, this dude called There's this dude called Criminal Act TV. He's super talented with anatomy and stuff like that. Oh, that's nice. I've never heard of him, but yeah, there's a lot of really good artists out there. You drew a flat woman, so now you have to balance it out. I don't think so. Who needs balance when I can just keep drawing flat women? It's easier to draw. I can focus more on the anatomy. Doesn't block as many things. Lots of reasons. You know, it's funny. My mom was an art teacher, but gaslights her secrets. You mean gatekeeps her secrets? What do you mean she gatekeeps her secrets? Why would your mother do that? Was an art teacher. Oh, sorry. Oh, no problem. To be honest, there is that saying like gaslight, gaslight gatekeep. I think it's girl boss. Yeah. So to be honest, yeah, gaslight and gatekeep is like tied together in my mind, but only because like the meme. So it's like, yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. That's confusable. But yeah, she's evil. Oh no. Evil's a strong word. No, I'm joking. I'm sure that's hyperbole. Honestly, unless you're like trying to like get like an art class type thing where like you want everything explained, the general principle, like yeah, unless you want to go like super in detail with like art and the knowledge, there's not really that many things like that are super deep that you can just like give advice on. Like the most general advice is like use references, try and break down the body into simple shapes, blah blah blah, or break down whatever you're doing into simple shapes, right? Simple shapes that are easy to understand in 3D space specifically. That's really all you like. Just have good knowledge of 3D objects. Have good knowledge on like geometry in general. Break down artists that you like that inspire you. That's about it. And like, so I guess an art teacher would help like with this like in between. They'll like kind of point you in the right direction. But when it comes to like secrets, I don't think there's really many secrets to be had. English isn't my first language. I'm sorry. No, that's cool. I know. I think this is one thing to like keep in mind, but yeah, the one thing to keep in mind is your mistakes, like when it comes to English, people actually aren't like people like the only person that's holding on to your mistakes is actually you. Like if you hold on to your mistakes, then other people will too. If you don't want people to hold on to your mistakes to make a big deal out of it, you have to not make a big deal out of it. You don't have to like apologize like and like it's the same principle in art. If you make a mistake in art, you don't actually like there's a lot of people where when you make a mistake, people don't even realize you made a mistake. You're the only one who can realize you made a mistake. So you can make a big deal of it, about it. You can like beat yourself up about it, but that's not really going to help anything. The only thing you need to if you make a mistake, the only thing you need to do is don't beat yourself up about it. You just have to like acknowledge you made a mistake, figure it out like and then like moving forward, just like keep it in mind. But yeah, you don't have to like apologize or anything. It's not like it's nothing that serious. Honestly, there's almost nothing on this planet that's like that serious. Unless you like made a really like you messed up really badly, but most things are not that important enough to like yeah, make a big deal. It's cool. Life is more fun when you take it less seriously. It's like when I draw and I call it trash, but other people don't even see what I'm talking about. Yeah. There's a lot of times where the artist only the artist knows what the artist is going for. So there's a lot of times where only the artist knows the mistakes. Unless they're like a true beginner where you're like making like an actual like true anatomy mistakes, unless it's like something like that. Like, the average person is not going to actually be able to recognize like your mistakes. And even if someone does recognize your mistakes, it doesn't like recognize your mistakes. The only reason it becomes a big deal is if you like make it a big deal. Almost a person just like just like just like mean for no reason and like they hold on to it. But I mean, if a person's mean for no reason, like that's also, you don't really have to pay attention to them because I don't think they're really worth anything. Or at least they're not worth anything to you. A person who's mean for no reason isn't like worth the attention. A person who's mean all the like mean for no reason is usually only doing it for attention, so don't give them the attention that they want. If someone calls your art trash, just be like, okay, and then move on, because in the end, it like, what does their opinion actually matter? And even when you're critiquing yourself in your shorts, I can't even see what you mean until I look up close. Yeah, there's a way. So like when I critique myself on the shorts, yeah, like I am critiquing myself. I think it's totally fine to critique yourself, but it's when you actually like hold on to like, it's when you actually feel bad for making a mistake. That's like the problem. You can totally just make a mistake and then be like, ah, yeah, I made a mistake, and then move on. But it's the like, yeah, the holding on to it is the issue. It's called something like when you draw something and to the normal eyes it's great, but to you who knows art, understand and sees what's wrong. I don't know what it's called, but my mother talks about it. Um, yeah, I mean, I think that's just called having knowledge. That's basically just having knowledge on like what you're doing, or having essentially, to be able to point out what's wrong, you need you need knowledge about like the thing that you're doing in general, right? So like if like a chef that doesn't know anything about flavors or tastes or anything really, and they don't even know like what tastes good, they're not gonna be able to like pick out like, oh, is this a bad dish? Is this a good dish? Is this food good? They're not going to be able to. It's only when you actually have the experience of what good food tastes like, or you are actually trying to figure out what good food tastes like, is when you're actually going to become like able to discern between like a good or bad meal. You don't have to be a chef to like know what's a good or bad meal, but you do need to have the knowledge on what a good or bad meal is. Gordon Ramsay, kind of, yeah. And the deeper knowledge you actually have, so like the difference like between a chef and just a normal person, they both know what tastes good, but the chef can actually explain why it tastes good, right? So it's like in art, you can like see a really good art like artwork, and you can be like, ah, it looks good. I don't know why it looks good, but this is a really nice artwork. But like, if you don't have the knowledge on like art and stuff, and like just like art theory in general, you're not gonna be able to explain why. But like a pro artist is going to be able to explain why. It's the composition, it's the line weight, it's the, it's the color theory. It's the subsurface scattering on the skin. That's why it looks like alive and not like dead. That type of thing. I'm gonna go eat cold pizza. Okay. Well, unfortunate. I'm hungry now. I'm actually not hungry. I think I just ate. I just ate breakfast. I just ate breakfast, so I'm actually not hungry. Surprisingly, a lot of times I start streaming without eating. Today's not one of those days though. Today I actually did eat. Get me some pizza too, thanks. Pizza does sound good, but I'm full. I think I'd actually. I don't think I'd be able to enjoy the pizza. I'm also tired. I'm gonna try and take today easy. I have a video that I need to do. I mean, that I basically have finished. I'm gonna like release it at some point. Maybe in like 2 days. What's today? Okay, yeah. When's next stream so I can join because I don't have Discord? So you said it's like 8 p.m. for you? in general, these exercises are killing me. Rip. In general, so like an hour before now in your time is usually when I stream. So I'm streaming around, yeah, an hour like earlier than right now. So if it's 8 p.m. for you, I usually start streaming around 7 p.m. for you. Yeah, yeah, no problem, no problem. I don't want to do grammar anymore. Yeah, I didn't like grammar either. I mean, like I'm like English is my first language, so I never had that big a problem with the grammar. It's just like I just don't like getting too technical with things. So it's boring, I guess. Random, but I remember when my cousin threw a dumbbell at me. Threw a dumbbell. Oh no. I mean, well, how? How heavy was the dumbbell? I guess it doesn't really matter. Even like a light dumbbell is like pretty. It hurts a lot if it's thrown. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Get revenge. No, I'm joking. Unless. Um. I meant to click on you though. Maintain your innocence by never going near Italian grammar. Yep, I will do that. I got hit on my chest and my breath was knocked out. I don't know how to explain it, but I couldn't breathe for a second. Yeah, no, that makes sense. The wind was knocked out of your lungs. Well, luckily it didn't do that much damage then. That's good. Italian's so hard, I tried to learn it and gave up immediately. My brother accidentally made me faint. We were playing, and he put me in a chokehold and lifted me. I woke up a second later, and I couldn't move for a few moments. That's... The chokeholds are pretty dangerous, actually. Chokeholds are not, in general, a thing to play around with. I mean, like actually using it, rather. It's one thing to have someone like in a headlock, but to put them in a chokehold is different, and actually be choking them. Kids are reckless, indeed. Since I'm very light, he often lifts me by the neck. That's not... I don't think that's good. I don't think that's good at all. Hold on. Let me just move around. My brother was 18 when that happened. I see. Why would he? Actually, probably not. I mean, unless, yeah, like, unless it was like a truly malicious thing. In general, people just like, yeah, brothers in general just play rough, or like, yeah. So, I mean, if it wasn't painful, then I guess being lifted up by your neck isn't a bad thing. But I don't know if there's a good way to lift someone up by their necks. So I wouldn't recommend it at all. Yeah, I would not recommend that. So, yeah, maybe don't do that. Well, I mean, I don't know why I'm telling you guys know that. That can lead to like serious spinal injury. So yeah, probably don't. But yeah, I mean, probably not a malicious reason. It's not like he was trying to like cause serious spinal injury, but. Well, I've come back from the cold pizza box. Well, welcome back. Was it okay? I have tons of stories. If y'all are really bored or want to hear them, they're mostly pretty violent based. Well, that's up to the chat, not me. I'm enjoying. I only weigh a little over 90 pounds. That's pretty light. Bro. When I woke up, I was more worried about the apples. Wait, what? Hold on. Yes, I'm scared of apples than my own health. I'm confused why we're talking about apples. I forgot. Did you mention apples before? This has become a story time chat? It seems so. There's a bunch of different chats. There's sometimes the philosophy chat. There's the art chat. I guess there's occasionally been like story time. Dennis, do you think that people who are allergic to peanuts is like genetic? No, I don't think so. No. I don't think allergies are genetic. It's just in general, yeah, for the allergies, just like your body freaking out. It usually happens during your developmental stages or something like that. Sometimes you can actually develop it in like your adult life or stuff, but in general, it just happens like as a child. You're not usually born with allergies, of course. I mean, there are people like, but like for like peanut allergies, I wasn't born with it. I just like developed it. My mother's not allergic to peanuts, and neither is my father, or my grandfather, or my grandmother, or my other grandmother, or my other grandfather. I guess he exists, yeah. Peanut butter is evil and racist against people it doesn't like. That's true. I hate being allergic to citrus. Oh, that's yikes. But citrus is so good. I mean, honestly, but some people say that citrus is like, yeah, I say citrus is so good, but like some people say peanut butter is so good. And I'm like, peanut butter smells horrible because like I'm allergic to it. So I just don't like the smell of it. Like it's not even like it's not like a preference thing. It's like, it's actually revolting to me. So, do you like hate the smell of citrus, or like as in it smells bad, or what? Hello, Flower Girl. Welcome to the stream. Why sister is allergic to shellfish, yet she still eats them? Because they taste good, I guess. Mom is allergic to nickel, a metal which is in almost everything. That's unfortunate. Never ate peanut butter in my life. I mean, I have, honestly. I have eaten peanut butter, but I didn't really see the appeal of it. You know, also, I was dying, like, because I ate peanut. Well, not dying, okay. I'm being dramatic, but yeah, it was definitely not pleasant. That's for sure. I want to try peanut butter. You've never had some? I thought peanut butter was common. One of the exercise said, do you think said, don't think you're indispensable. Why does my book have to do me like that? I don't know. I mean, I guess you're not indispensable. I guess no one's indispensable, I suppose. Like, since I'm allergic to citrus, my throat swells and I sneeze and cough and faint sometimes. When on my skin I get hives or swelling, it's that bad. That's super allergic. Very unfortunate. Why people always allergic to all the good stuff? I have so much school to do because I have a test with 30 answers. Oh, that's a lot. Did you know that if you expose yourself too much to bloodworms, you can develop serious allergies because your body thinks it is human blood? Oh, yeah, that would make sense, yeah. Allergies are just allergies only happen because your body confuses a perfectly benign thing with something that's dangerous. It'd be very bad if you yeah, it'd be super bad if your body confused blood for something that's dangerous. Because, well, you know, it's a blood. You need that. I didn't know that though. That's interesting. Is that what happens when you have like immunodeficiency? No, or something like that. I don't know what it's called. Is that like, yeah, I don't know. Is that what that disease is? No allergic to anything food-wise. Well, that's good. Honestly, I'm pretty happy with only being allergic to peanut butter or peanuts in general. I said peanut butter. It's actually just it's peanuts, not nuts. Just peanuts. I don't know why peanuts specifically. What's so different between a peanut and another nut? I don't know. I found I was allergic to citrus when I was younger and ate orange and ended up in the hospital. Ooh. Traumatic citrus. Traumatic orange. My mom is allergic to peanuts. Allergies suck. Hello, R-Scale. Welcome to the stream. Yes, allergies do suck. I Agree. I'm just gonna bring this back because that wouldn't make sense. That was just too much. Alrighty, pretty much done with this page. Today's date. I need an idea for OCs because I haven't made one in forever. You can just go to Pinterest and like look at a bunch of different ideas, combine them together, make your own thing. Do wings like angel wings is a pretty good idea for yeah. Angel wings would be cool. Who wants to hear a short story? People probably want to hear a short story. People love stories. Today I got strangled by my art teacher because I didn't bring my art book, and they semi-strangled me with their scarf and told my friend to hit me with her shoe since I forgot it. What? That's quite extreme. Then I fell off my chair and hit my head trying to avoid my friend hitting me. What? That's unfortunate? Insane? Theatrical? What? Hi Dennis. Hello Brandy. Welcome to the stream. I'm allergic to gluten, so imagine not being able to enjoy one of the most basic foods for human sustenance, which is bread. Yeah, that's like I think my mother's gluten intolerant. Yeah, perhaps not allergic, but I think yeah, gluten intolerance is kind of like an allergy, but not exactly. It's unfortunate, yes. Although there is gluten-free bread. So I mean, yeah, that's true. If you could draw that or something, it would be a good idea. It's an interesting idea, that's for sure. Um, I'm lactose intolerant. Oh, oof. Lots of intolerancies around here. Slash allergies. Do you think I should make a stem where he creates a void, like to have something like a white void? Because I'm thinking I make the book and there would be a Netflix series about it, and it starts a black and then turns to a white void. Like to see from nothing he creates a void. Yeah, I guess that that makes sense. Yeah, that'd be cool. That's some good visuals. Guess I'm gonna listen to the stream. I'll finish my lesson for homeschool. Okay, nice. I can't have mayo sometimes because it has lemon juice. What? There's lemon juice in mayonnaise? I mean, I'm vegan, so I've never actually had mayonnaise, really. So yeah, citrus is actually really good. It's actually really important in like, well, it's a really important like flavor and or just flavor in any food, like the sourness of like a food. How do you get sour without citrus? Chris, hello, Chris. Welcome to the stream. Since when is there lemon juice and mayonnaise? I mean, it depends on like the flavor. I think like a slightly sour thing like happens. Yeah, like yeah. A lot of times when there's like a slightly sourness in like yeah, slight sourness in food, it's like citrus. Whether it be like lime or yeah, I guess lemon, that type of thing. Usually just to enhance the flavor. Like God forbid I eat anything. Like I take something, oh citrus. Oh. Like you taste something? Oh, citrus. Yeah, that's rough. That is rough. Hello, citrus, my old friend. That song. I haven't been reminded of that song for a very long time until now. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. Being lactose intolerant because I eat something with milk yesterday, and let's just say it didn't end well. Yep. Yeah, that's how it goes. I felt like I was gonna pop. Rough. Is citrus actually and genuinely good? Because I haven't been able to eat it in years. Because if I do it, I end up in the hospital. End up in the hospital and 2 EpiPens lodged in my skin. Oh, no, that makes sense. Yeah, no, citrus is good. Citrus is a very good flavor. In general, I think the best foods tend to have like some, and I'm talking about like the best like savory foods, like salty foods, like rice or something like that. The best types of that have some amount of like citrus or some amount of like sour, tangy taste. Yeah, like tangy. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Citrus gives a tangy taste to things. So yeah, citrus is good. I like citrus. I like bitter taste. I actually don't. I don't tend to like the bitter taste. I can like sour, like a sour taste, as long as it's like coupled with something that actually tastes good. But I don't know how much I like the bitter taste. I don't think I like it too much. But honestly, it's good that you like. Yeah, it's good that you like it. It's good if you like it. That means you're less limited by things. I can pour lemon juice on ice, and I'll be able to eat it in less than 5 minutes. I mean, what? I mean, I guess, yeah. Yeah. Does do work? YouTube is kind of my job. Or at least I'm trying to make it my job. I guess that's probably the best way to put it. It's paying me all right for just starting. The better I get, the more I'll get paid. So, yeah, YouTube is my job. It wasn't a job before when I wasn't getting paid, but now it is. That's cool. It is. It's pretty cool. The better I get... Yeah, the better I get, the more it'll be, the more profit. The more profit, the better I can make the videos. Or rather, the more profit, the more I can draw. I really just want money so I can draw. I really just want to draw. I'm not gonna lie. It's actually not. It's not as if I want to like actually do YouTube per se. I just want to draw. But if I have to work, then I might as well make working something related to art, right? Hence me doing YouTube. But I don't strictly want to do YouTube. Hello, Bubba Kega. Hello, Bubba. Welcome to the stream. Jesus, you've been drawing for 84 minutes. Yes, I have. I can hardly finish one thing because I got burnt out. Ooh, that's rough. Yeah, I did some drawings over here. So these 2 drawings were from last night. This drawing was from before stream, and I did this drawing, or these 2 drawings, I guess, and these. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 drawings, and then this one is the 6th drawing. He's drawn for 6 hours. Yeah, I've drawn for 7 actually. But yeah, the key to not getting burnt out is actually enjoying what you're doing. it's like, imagine this. Have you ever gotten burnt out, or have you ever gotten burnt out while you're enjoying a game? Probably not, right? You don't like get burnt out from like playing a game if you're enjoying it, if it's like exciting. The reason why art is always exciting to me is because I'm always looking at different references of like different artists. So I'm not talking about like reality. I'm not talking about like IRL references. I'm talking about like pictures, other artists' work. Since I'm always looking at like other artists' work, I'm always inspired. Art burnout is the worst. Yeah, I can probably, I could guess that is. I've actually never been through art burnout, but I can guess that it is pretty bad. Well, it'd be bad for me, of course, because I love art. So it sucked to not like it anymore. That's my problem. I read a reference all the time, but I've come to find out something about myself that I literally can't read one. Just basic shapes don't click to me. Yeah, so like when I say use reference, I'm not saying try to copy the reference. Yeah, I'm actually not saying that. Like, I mean, just look at things that you like to look at. That's really all I'm saying. All I'm saying, like, yeah. So like, do things that you enjoy in art rather than so like to be able to copy a reference or like to even use it effectively, you do have to understand like 3D shapes, right? So that's why artists say like that's why yeah, a lot of professionals say like you like master the fundamentals first, right? Understand shapes in 3D space because essentially when you look at a reference, you're mapping shapes onto the reference. Like you're having the shapes and then you're mapping the body onto the shapes. That's how you like are able to draw things in perspective. Yeah. So what was I saying? I was saying something. Dennis, do you prefer to draw quicker or with better quality? I prefer to draw better. Okay, I prefer to draw better quality. I think, yeah. I also want to draw good quality quickly. So I prefer. I I value speed, but if you only essentially what you have to do is you have to master the art of making a quality drawing with simplicity. Quality does not equal complexity. Just like simple doesn't equal like not like a lack of quality. Something that's simple doesn't mean it's like lacking in quality. It just means that there's less parts going on. I want to be able to draw this. I want to be able to draw this same drawing with the same level of quality with way less lines. That's what it means to get faster at art. To get faster at art doesn't mean like yeah, sacrificing anything. It just means you get more efficient. So it's not even like I'm drawing like it's not that I'm drawing faster. I'm just drawing less lines. Like I used to be really slow, but that's just because I used to be inefficient at drawing. The more efficient you get at drawing is the faster you'll get without sacrificing quality. Goodbye, guys. I must leave. Well, I had fun. Okay, goodbye. Goodbye, guys. Have a good day or night. Have a good night. It is 8 p.m. after all. Or I guess it's about to be 9 p.m. By the way, got any phone? Oh, nice. Well, I'm happy for you. This what time is it for you? For me, it's about to be 2 p.m. It's 1:53 p.m. Or it is or it's 13:53 p.m. Or no, yeah, just 13:53 military time. So drawing with better quality is knowing the shortcuts, like you mentioned last stream. Yes. And like, yeah, so I guess you can call it like a shortcut. It's like, yeah, doing the same line with less. So like, it's the difference between doing this and this versus just doing this, right? Or like, it's the difference between drawing an eye, like, yeah, drawing an eye like, let me see, how would I do it? Drawing an eye with like, I don't know what to say, but yeah, for like this specific reference. But it's just, yeah, doing things with more fluidity also. You know, fluidity also increases your speed. It depends. It depends on your type of art. Basically, I try and go for a sketchy type of line art that's still like that's infused with life. It's like the reason why people like sketches. A lot of people like their sketches more than their line art. It's because their line art like feels dead and their sketch feels more alive and like dynamic. So because I'm going for like a sketchy type of line while keeping it simple, I'm also trying to make it readable, but all these different things means that I'm not trying to complicate my line work. But yeah, instead of doing 2 lines for like a form or something like that, I only do like 1. Like that's what I'm trying to do. That's where I'm going towards. Rap, I'm not entirely sure how drawing lines is going to help me at all. What? What? Hold on. Did I miss something? So, Dennis, do you prefer? Oh, try to do line work. Yeah, it's more like you probably need like a better understanding of 3D shapes. I think you understand like you understand what needs to be done. 3D shapes is pretty difficult, obviously. I think like starting with cubes and stuff is very boring though. So what I recommend if you can like try to find a way to turn like learning 3D shapes like cubes and stuff into something that you enjoy. So like what I mean is if you can draw, if you can like apply the cube, like learning cubes, yeah, like whatever you enjoy. Maybe you enjoy like drawing objects. I think object will work way better for cubes because in general, inanimate objects, especially like man-made objects like cars or maybe like a book or something like that, those can be made out of like geometrical cube-like structure, like shapes. Whereas the human body is way more curvy and dynamic. I say curvy, but yeah, it's more like dynamic. It's way more dynamic than a cube would be. So yeah. I was talking to someone in chat. Yeah, you're talking to Rap Dog. I was trying to like figure out what Rap Dog said. I missed what he said. Oh, Dennis, you have a bearded dragon? Nice, that's cool. Bearded dragons are cool. My cat just licked my face and its tongue feels like sandpaper? Yeah. Everything is composed of lines. If you draw lines better, you might understand basic shapes better. Let me see. Let me see if that makes sense. Everything's composed of, if you can draw lines better. Okay, so like, yeah. I mean, it's okay. So like, getting better line work is good, and that's important. But if you don't have the understanding of the structure that you're doing the line work on, it's like, it's kind of like polishing a turd, right? I've made this analogy before, like polishing like something that doesn't look good won't make it look any better, but you're just gonna make it look like, yeah, like a polished turd is still a turd. It's a better looking turd. So yeah. It's like, yes, so like the line work is important, that's true. I don't know if drawing better lines without understanding why you're drawing, because like when you understand a certain form or a certain object or like a 3D like shape, then you can actually apply the lines like in a way that makes sense. If you don't understand what you're drawing, you don't even know why you're applying you have to know why you're doing a certain line. Like, I have to know why I'm doing a line here. What is this line here for? Or like, what's this line right here for? Like, if I didn't know if I didn't even know what I was looking at, understand this body, this line wouldn't even be here. I wouldn't know where to put the lines, right? But this line is like for the abs, so like to define the abs. But yeah. If I was old enough, I'd send you super chat money. No, it's cool. It's okay. You don't need to pay me. I mean, like people like can donate if they want to support me, but in general, I think that people there's a lot of things that people probably would be better off spending their money to, unless you like literally don't have anything you want to spend your, but like I mean, you could like just save your money, right? For like something that you actually do want to do in the future, you know? I'm not saying like I don't need money. I of course do need money, but I'll like YouTube will do that. YouTube will help me out with that, as long as I do better. How's your shading so god in your art? Oh, thank you. I try to understand like 3D shapes. So for instance, like right here, understanding anatomy, understanding 3D shapes is very important. This arm right here, like when shading looks good, it's mainly because, or a lot of time when shading looks good or like complicated things look good, it's usually because there's a lot of simple, like this body's made up of a lot of simple shapes that when they interact with each other, it looks like very complex. But let's take this shoulder right here. The shoulder is really like this. And then right here, this muscle right here is just the pec. So the pec is like coming out like this, stretching from the shoulder, right? And then over here, we have the arm. The arm is like a cylinder. So it's the understanding between all of these points that will allow you to become like better at drawing. So if you see this on like line right here, I mean this shading right here is the sphere of the shoulder interacting with the pec. I don't know if this actually I don't know if this is technically anatomically correct, but like I'm shading right here because it's interacting with the pec. Right here I'm shading like right here. So hold on, let me actually break this down even further into like into like a more geometrical shape, and then I'll bring in the form lines for that like that. Okay, cool. And then I'll bring in the form lines for this too. But yeah, so like right here, if we understand this, like the pec as in like some sort of cube-like structure, you know, like this face right here is away from the sun. And so drawing boys today, no. No, this is a lady, but I have drawn a guy today. I have actually, yeah. Polish turd, but also observing thing. Just read that. Dennis, I would pay. No, dude, don't pay me all your money. You'd go broke if you did. Yes, hello, Frosty Tango. Dennis, would you call yourself a master? No, I would not. No, I would dare to call you one at least. On what you do, know about a lot of things. I think I'm more so. I'm like a master of none. I'm like a jack of all trades, master of none, something like that. I'm knowledgeable about a lot of things, but I haven't mastered many things. I think the closest thing I've come to like mastering of like anything is probably like just drawing eyes. And I'm getting better at shading, so I'm getting closer to like mastering shading. When it comes to like anything else though, I'm very much not knowledgeable. Like when it comes to anatomy, like proper anatomical studies, I'm not that knowledgeable. But yeah. That's actually fairly on the topic. The shoulder, it's just the connection the shoulder has with the collarbone is more defined and dwarfs the single line. Are you talking about like right here or right here? Like, wait. Yeah, like, yeah, no, I'm not a master, that's for sure. But I think I'm, like, in art specifically, I would consider myself like a high intermediate. If it's like beginner, intermediate, and pro, I'm like on the higher end of intermediate. I'm not a pro, but I'm not a beginner. Although I do have like pretty, yeah, okay, so like the collarbone would be, I guess the pec is like here, the collarbone would be somewhere here. So the collarbone would probably be connecting like somewhere around here. There's, yeah, I've seen like a bump being like not illustrated, but like hair just on a normal human body, there should be like a bump. So I would assume like the collarbone would be here. And then, yeah, somewhere here is also the collarbone. And like the skin is stretching over this. So like somewhere right here would be the shadow, depending on how like skinny you are, I guess. Yeah, I'm not the best. Yeah, see, there's like a lot of things with anatomy specifically, like the different intricacies of like how body parts interact, where I'm just not perfectly knowledgeable on it. So like, yeah, I do have to do some studies, although there's like definitely some parts of it where like I'm not actually trying to be perfectly anatomically correct, but I think having like I think I would like to get better at that. Definitely, yeah. Dennis, I was 1 when you started your channel. What? Well, okay, my channel has been around for a long time. That's for sure. But so technically, yes, my channel has been around for a long time, but also technically, I only just like started posting videos this year. (2016) Yeah, that's when I created my channel, and like, but like, I didn't actually, yeah, when my channel was created, but I didn't actually do anything with it. So yeah, I mean, I guess technically it is the start, but I just don't consider it that. Hello, Ebby. Yeah, hello, Ebby. Welcome to the stream. Okay, let me go back. And then wait, so yeah, that's the peck. I'm actually very interested. So I've done this, but I'm pretty interested. And then like the boob would be coming around here, something. But like yeah, I'm not even really focused on that. It'd be like here. I guess the body would be here. The boob would be here. And I guess I'd be moving this in, so it'd be like there. I guess that's kind of what I'm doing. You see, I can give half-decent critiques on art. It's just I can't apply it to my own art. Well, I mean, that's pretty good. Having the knowledge in and of itself is good. Even, like, as long as you have the knowledge, eventually you'll be able to apply it. The boob? Well, yeah, that's what I just said. Bungee gum has both the properties of rubber and gum. You see, you can... Yeah, I read that. Dennis, the boob? Yes, that's a body part. The boob. The boob, the breast, the fat that sits on top of the chest, or just the chest. The thing that's connected to the pec, whatever you want. Dennis, only us what? I was gonna say only us girls can say only us girls can see boobs. Is that true? Does that mean I'm a girl? I've been a girl this entire time? Crazy. Yo, that's crazy. Hello, Hugo. Welcome to the stream. Not gonna lie, if I think a 4-dimensional being would be good at drawing, I think it would be better, like us drawing humans, because he can see it. He can see in us. Yeah, I could kind of understand that. I guess I could kind of understand. Well, okay, if a 3-dimensional being were to, I don't know what a drawing, like a drawing that a 4-dimensional being would make would be a 3-dimensional object. It'd be a 3D drawing. It would be more like a sculpture than anything. But it'd be like how 2-dimension is to us. The 3-dimensional object that it creates would be like 2-dimensional to it. So a drawing of a 4-dimensional being would be 2-dimensional. I mean 3-dimensional for it. Yeah. It'd be a little more like a sculpture for us. Yeah, Dennis, you're a woman like me. Well, considering what you've just said, in 2016 you were 1. I don't know if woman is what I'd consider you, but sure. Well, to be fair, if someone were to be a 4th-dimensional being, they would need to live outside of space and time. So theoretically, said being might not be able to see inside us. Wait, hold on. If someone were to be, what are you saying? Wait. I can't lie. This low-key pissed me off. Kinda no cap. Damn, I can actually understand that. I don't want to be able to understand that. That's not I don't want that. Anyways. Yeah, if someone were in 4th-dimensional, were to be 4th-dimensional, they would need to live outside space and time. Yes. Said being might not be able to. I don't know. Okay, so like I think this is how I understand it. Imagine if you have like a stick man here. Let's just say like there's a stick man, but like you can see like the muscles. So like you can see inside, or rather, let's say you have a stick house. I think the fact that like we can still see the house, right? We can still see like the house here, but we can also see like the people inside. So I think just like how I can like understand and see a stick house, I think a fourth dimensional being would be able to see us, but it'd also be able to see inside, right? But okay, but here's the thing. I think kind of like I don't know if this is what you're saying, but kind of like how we are three-dimensional, we can see two-dimensional objects, but we also have to we don't properly understand how to make a two-dimensional object look 3D. Maybe a fourth dimensional being can like we can draw a line really well. So maybe a fourth dimensional being would be able to draw a 3D like yeah, draw quote unquote a 3D object really well. But when it comes to drawing a fourth dimensional object, they would struggle. Maybe that's how it works. Maybe like whatever dimension you're in, you're able to do the dimension below you, like draw it really well or like pretty good. But when it comes to like drawing in your own or like giving the illusion of drawing in your own dimension, it becomes difficult. Hello. Can two-dimensional life exist? I, I mean maybe. Definitely not in like the universe is like three-dimensional as we know it. So I think life as you know it probably needs to be 3D to exist. Like even bacteria is 3D. So yeah. It's space mumbo jumbo. No, going through puberty does not mean you're a woman. You need to be like an adult. Okay. On some low-key type shit. On some low-key type shit. This low-key fire, keep up the job, thanks. Yeah, hello Scotchy Possum, welcome to the stream. Howdy howdy. Dennis, would you like to draw four-dimensional being things? No. No. No, because I can't understand it. It's like, I think a fourth dimensional object or being is a known unknown. Like, you can conceptually know that you don't know what a four-dimensional object is, but I just don't know it. I just don't know what that would even be. I mean, we might not be looking at a two-dimensional being, right? We're told paper is an example of two-dimensional, but it isn't. You can see it if you were to look at it from the side. True. That's what I say about cussing. I can curse whenever I want. You scallywag. Anyways, yeah, what was I saying? Good morning, Schloss. Look at the stream. Yeah, okay, so it would be like if a stickman were to turn on its side, we wouldn't be able to see it. I guess that makes sense. So it kind of be like we're like, so for a fourth dimensional being, we'd be visible sometimes. Like, is there an angle from a fourth dimensional being that we'll be able to look like that it'll be able to look at us from that we wouldn't be visible? So like maybe instead of like width, because yeah. So the reason we can't see like a two-dimensional being is because of width. Is the reason that we won't be is the reason that a four-dimensional being wouldn't be able to see us is because of size? Like we'd be like infinitely small and or like something like that. Like so like for a certain angle or perspective, something like that. Because I think width for a two-dimensional being is what size is for a three-dimensional being. So then size is whatever the correlating thing would be for. But it could be like that vantage points only exist in 3D space. So maybe like the thing we're talking about is like maybe just a category error. Maybe we're just like making assumptions that like it'll even be able to do that. Because like yeah, I guess in the end it's like, but I mean it's fun to speculate about. Okay, so for a four-dimensional being, drawing a 3D would be like drawing a stick man, but drawing a four-dimensional being would be like a human would be drawing 3. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying, Ghosty. Dennis, I'm angry. You're a scallywag. Indeed, you are a scallywag. And even then, us drawing something as 3D is not truly 3D. It just gives the illusion of being 3D because how mammals perceive things projected on 2D. Yeah. I mean, but that's what I was saying. I wasn't like, yeah. We can't. Yeah, like for us, making a 3D object is sculpting. So in that case, for a fourth dimensional being to make a drawing of like a fourth dimensional thing, the drawing would be a three-dimensional object. For a being to give the illusion of a fourth dimension, the drawing that a fourth dimensional being will do would be a 3D object that gives the illusion of fourth dimension, and a sculpture would just be a thing in the fourth dimension. This is so. This shit is not this. Oh, I thought this shit was this because you used the word this and also this shit. So I thought this shit was like the same thing. Oh, whatever. But what planes do fourth dimensional have? Three dimensional X, Y, and Z. What do they add for the fourth? I don't think we know. I don't think we can know. People have said like time, but the thing about that is, I don't like. Does a two-dimensional being have the concept of up and down? I don't think like a two-dimensional being doesn't even have the concept of like they like the unknown so like the no yeah, then the unknown unknowns for a two-dimensional being would be like the concept of depth. They don't even have depth, right? They just have forward, backward, left, right. But depth is something that they just wouldn't even be able to think of. It kind of, or maybe they can. But I don't think so. So I would guess that we don't even know. I don't know if it can be time, because I don't know if we'd even know the concept of what that extra dimension would be. But I don't know. My battery in my toy exploded. Will my toy be okay? No, it's gonna die. Oh wait, if we're drawing on flat paper, the fourth dimensional being would draw on 3D object. It would be like be able to draw the inside of the object on the 3D object. Yeah. I could see that. We can never see all the sides of something at once. As a 3D-dimensional beings only perceive things in a lower dimension, so a third dimensional being will be able to see all sides of us. Yeah, but that's what I was saying. It'd be like seeing inside of a stick house. Whereas the stick man won't be able to see past the walls of his house. We can see past the walls of his house. Which is why, like, I would think that they'll be able to see, like, us. But it'd be, like, such a different, like... It'd be such a different experience of sight that I don't know if... Like, would that even be called sight or just, like, perception in general? It'll be able to perceive, like, all sides. But is that, like, seeing all sides? I don't know. I'm getting semantical. Oh, you meant fourth? So like the third dimension. Oh wait, huh? Hello, Davex. Welcome to the stream. I'm so far scared. The battery exploded in my toy doll. Now there's stuff coming out the battery box. Yeah, I would go to like your parents. We can do 2D thing. Yeah, we definitely see in 2D. That's for sure. Oh, I'm so for real. I'm scared. Well, yeah, you should. I don't know why you're talking to me about that. You should probably go to, like, someone else. Does he said you wouldn't stream until you came out? I don't even know what that means, bro. Dennis, do you think you think there are a being that exists on 2 dimensions and 4th dimension? I mean, I guess to answer that question, you'd have to be able to like answer the question of, do I think that there's a being that can exist in the 3rd dimension and in the 1st dimension? I mean, I guess so. I think the dimensions are mainly... I think when you go up in dimensions, conceptually at least, it might not be this way in reality, but conceptually, you simply add another dimension. But so like a 2-dimensional being also has the 1st dimension in it. It just has another dimension on top of that. And then the 3rd dimension adds in depth. So we also have 1, 2, and 3 we have 3 dimensions. I guess that's what the dimensions mean. Why it means like 3 dimensions. Right? So it's like you have the 1st dimension, the 2nd dimension, plus another one, which is depth. That's what the 3rd dimension is made out of. So the 4th dimension would have all of the dimensions up to that, right? It's more like you're counting dimensions. It's not like a name of something. It's just like the names of the different things that have been added into reality, I guess. But, I mean, it could be something completely different, yeah. That's what if the world didn't exist? What would us humans see? If the world didn't exist, you wouldn't see anything, because you wouldn't exist either. I assume you mean exist. I assume you mean the world as in like the universe, but I mean, if you're saying like if the planet didn't exist, then you'd see space. It's a possibility we can perceive a being on the fourth dimension, and while we can theoretically see something in the second dimension, we might not be looking at it right at any time. Yeah, that makes sense. Physics, like this is not physics. This ain't physics. Is this physics? Is this like really physics? I wasn't thinking of it as physics, but I guess it kind of is physics. Honestly, I think I was thinking more about this in like geometry, but is geometry physics? I guess this is physics. Hello, what's up? Welcome to the stream. I despise who started this conversation. Also, bad short. Yes, hello, hello. Art with a hint of dimensions. Yes. I think this talked on an Interstellar movie. Maybe. You're so late. You kind of are, I guess. Interstellar sounds like a good movie. I actually do want to watch it. I've never watched it before though. Kind of like how I want to watch Inception at some point. I think it looks interesting. Let's be real. Kizu Araraki mogs all your favorite characters. Yeah, well, no. Well, yeah. I mean, I guess. I mean in a certain way. I mean, was that supposed to say that Kizu, like, was it showing that he's Lightspeed? I don't know. It kind of looked like he was Lightspeed, but like I don't know. Honestly, it'd be funny to say that was the case, but I don't know if that's actually the case. Because these characters get broken for no reason. Anyways, my head hurts. Please continue drawing boobs. I'm sorry. Back to the boobs. Good material, pardon, sir. I'm not this smart when it comes to much else, sadly. I just like science as an umbrella, so I can definitely spout some random BS on something under the science umbrella. Yeah, I love science too. I like science, I like philosophy. That's about it. Like science, philosophy. I like drawing, obviously. And like no shit. I like drawing, but that's about it. That's about it. I like music too. But like music is basically art, right? So I guess I could like just broaden. I can like combine like drawing and music into just art. I like art in general. I like writing. Yeah, I like art. That's art. I like art. I like art, philosophy, and science. I like astrology with anything. I like astrology. Anything with astrology is my kid. Huh. Mog means physically. That's what Mog means? That's what it means? I didn't know that. Oh, well then, yeah, that guy, yeah, he got a glow up for absolutely no reason. And then he got I guess he fell off. He got the budget for like 3 movies and then just went back to plain old Araragi. Maybe Kizu Monogatari is what Araragi looks like to all the other girls. Maybe that's why. You know? Maybe that's why they're all going for him. That makes sense. It's like you finally can like see the world for what it truly is. You can see Araragi for like how he truly looks. Anyways, yeah. Geometry itself might not count as physics, but geometry is one of the backbones as to physics as a concept. Yeah. Because, yeah, for my like understanding, physics is like the logic behind how things move around in the world, like how things work, just like the rules of reality. But like, yeah, so like I don't know. Like when I think of like 3-dimensional things, things like that, I don't actually consider that physics. I just consider that like just the rules, I guess. It's like the representation of the rules or concept of like the rules or stuff like that. Dennis, would you like to upload a video of you talking in the background about philosophy of drawing? Oh yeah, I've done that before. I've done that less. I don't know how interested people would be about that. And plus, like I've done that sometimes, but I I think I run out of philosophy to like talk about because like in the end, I'm not actually like that deep of a philosopher. I'm actually not really a philosopher at all. I like philosophy and I have philosophy of my own. I think everyone has philosophy of their own, right? But like I'm not a philosopher. I don't study this stuff, not really. I haven't like gone through all like I haven't done like epistemology. I haven't like done freaking like the philosophy that like works on logic on like proofs and stuff like that. I haven't like gone through all the different like philosophies. So when it comes to philosophy, I really only can speak about the things that I'm interested in. I'm making this hair look pretty messy, and I don't actually like that. I haven't really been paying attention, but that's okay, I guess. Yeah, I'm just not that good at it. I used a piece of string last time, but I guess measuring. Oh, okay, that's what you're doing. Mog's Rudy. Oh well, yeah, yeah, okay. I mean, Rudy is not like he doesn't. I don't know. He's not like the best looking character I've seen. Like he's not ugly, but he's not like. I wouldn't call him like handsome. Or like I wouldn't call him like super handsome. I guess he's like okay. He's average, I guess. Okay. All right, next drawing. But it's just I don't know if it's entirely valid. Oh, anyways, I'm done with science for now, unless someone brings up the topic of interest for me. How do you find enjoyment in art? That's a huge mental block for me. I know the reason why it happens, but I just don't know if it's entirely valid. Okay, well, yeah, I'll explain why in a sec. Just give me once. I'll explain how I do it, right? I don't know if, because like people are so different. Like I don't know if the way, a lot of times something that works for one person just doesn't work for another person. But I'll explain like how I do it. Give me 1 second. Light novel Rudius? I haven't actually seen him, but yeah, probably. That's, if you might ask Gelward and Pendrick, your beautiful pens, how do they look like if they're human? You know, I would do that, but I don't think they want to talk to me. You're super handsome. Are you talking to me? You're talking to me? If so, thank you. You are physically attractive too, Sloth. I'm sure. I'm sure you are. Though I've never seen you. Does that compliment make any sense? No. Complimenting someone for the sake of complimenting them. Ah, see, that's how I get into see how I get into philosophy? You see, I think too much. I think that's just what I am. Okay, right. When it comes to when it comes to what's it called? Yes, enjoying art. Okay, so essentially the reason I enjoy art, so like I think there's like two things here. I enjoy the process of doing it, right? So when I'm drawing, I never look forward to the end result, because whenever I look forward to the end result, I get like caught up. I start thinking about that, and if it turns out bad, I get like you'll get demotivated, right? So first of all, I don't look towards the end of like what I'm doing. That's like the first thing. Also, I like looking at pretty art from other artists. So like I'm always looking at references. That's another thing. I don't mean like reading reference. I just mean like I just like to look at nice looking things. Partly because yes, I like to break them down, right? Because I'm trying to learn from them. But even if I wasn't, I think I would still like just look at art in general. I'm doing what I like to do anyways, because I just like to look at good art. So I look at artists that inspire me, or that just looks good to me, and I don't look forward to the end result. So I'm copying from references, and copying from references makes me better, but also like what was I gonna say? Also, because I'm copying from things that look good and I enjoy the process rather than the end, I just don't get burnt out, because I'm not, there's nothing really to like be unhappy about, I guess, for me. I was basically one of those kids who drew stick figures, but for the arms and legs, I drew boxes, but I was bullied by everyone for what I did, so I stopped, which sucks because my mom always said I had great creative vision. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Do you think the pec is the muscle and the boob is the fat? Yes, I think that's like literally anatomically what, yeah, literally. I think so, yeah. I think that's literally what's happening. I mean, I did like this I did like this boob. I was trying to explain like how boobs work. So I was like explaining that this part of the boob right here, where like it kind of curves upwards, is like part of the chest, right? I mean, this is a part of like the pecs. Like this is the pec area, and then this is the fat on top. So I was right here. I was like just illustrating the fact that underneath the boob is like the pecs. So yeah, the boob, like, yeah, that's how it works. Pretty good mentality. I mean, that's just how it works for me. I don't know if people, like, I'm sure people can't, like, choose their mentality is the problem. So it's like, I don't know. I can't do references? Why can't you do references? Dennis, I have a question. Why every time I draw a woman, I always mess up on the boobs? I mean, that just means you're just not knowledgeable about the boobs. You just don't know how to do it. I mean, it's like the same reason why every time someone draws like a hand, they mess up on the hands. Or anytime someone draws an eye, they mess up on the eyes. You just don't have like. You're just not good at it, I guess. Perhaps you haven't practiced it. Pretty good mental. I generally don't. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So it's just a subconscious block when it comes to drawing. I have alongside issues of being incapable of reading references. Well, that's all I had to hear. Well, that's all I hear too. Doesn't help. Father Dennis, please bless me with God. Probably not. I think I'm focusing more on. Well, I don't know. It depends what I draw. I have no idea what I'm drawing. It might be a subconscious block, but that doesn't mean you like. Doesn't mean you like give up. I said skill. Well, I said skill issue when it comes to drawing the chest. No, when it comes to like art, do you like looking at references? Do you like looking at other artists? Do you like do you have like artists that like inspire you? Yeah, if you have, I mean, alongside my issues of being incapable, yeah, you're not incapable of reading references, but that's true. Like, the only reason you'd be incapable, like, actually, truly, of like getting better at references is because you're not like. I don't want to be like, I don't want to be harsh, but like the only way you fail at art is when you stop trying to get better at art, right? That's the only way you're like truly incapable, unless. Yeah, but like in general, like but you know what I'm saying, right? It's like. How do I say this? How do I say this eloquently? If you keep trying to get better at like breaking down references and doing things like that, you're going to improve at like I guess you call it reading. You're going to improve at reading references. It's not like a thing where you have to like focus. It's not like a thing where like someone is genuinely unable to like draw. It like unless it's like an actual mental problem, but it doesn't. I don't think you're saying like you have a mental problem. It's just like you're just saying like it's an innate problem, and if it's an innate problem, you don't like have. I don't. Yeah, I don't think anyone's like innately incapable of like learning from like references, even if you have to do it your own way, right? But like everyone has their own way of doing things. It's not like a one person is like actually incapable unless they have like I guess a disability maybe. I guess maybe that's the only way, but I don't think you do. Like I could draw a butt when my characters are facing backwards. I'm just terrible at drawing the chest. Dennis D said draw them. Wait, I need to draw what exactly? What are you saying I need to draw? I mean, I have plenty of mental diagnosis, but that's personal and also not a factor. Right. If you don't have a thing like an actual diagnosis that can hinder your art, it's not like you're not like destined to never be able to read references. When I just started, I've been drawing for 8 years, right? That's the thing. It's not like I just started out and I was just like good at doing like reading references. No, of course. My first 5 years of drawing was spent making absolutely dog shit art. It was bad, terrible art. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, but like, okay, that's a little bit. I was being hyperbolic, but it was really bad. It was pretty bad, but. I mean, yeah, it's not like you start out good at drawing references. I got better at like using references over like 8 years of drawing time. It's not like something you're just like, well, there you go, right? I mean, yeah, like it came after understanding shapes. It came after understanding a lot of things, whether it be like composition, anatomy in general. There's a lot of things that I needed to understand. I think shapes is one of the biggest ones because without understanding shapes, you just don't understand how people come to construct bodies. If you cannot kind of get inside the mind of an artist, you're not going to be able to understand how they did something. Um, By the way, what do you choose, Dr. Pepper, Fanta, or Pepsi, or Coca-Cola? I guess I'd pick Fanta because I think Coca-Cola tastes like sweet soap. Like it tastes like soap. I have never had Dr. Pepper, so I can't say that. I've never had Pepsi. I've had Fanta, and I like Fanta, so I'll just take Fanta. That's example of a mental disorder. That's why I use depression as a result. But no, plenty can hinder of someone not being able to do art. Yeah, yeah, I'll go. Yeah, okay, yeah. Depression can be one of the main factors. Talking from experience, just try and do some practice. What you find, yeah, but okay, yeah. I mean, if you're not motivated to like do art because of like depression, that's technically something that hinders your ability to do art, but it's not something that hinders your like learning capabilities, I suppose. Yeah. Anyways, like I for yeah, just draw what you enjoy. If the thing that you're like struggling with is art burnout, draw what you enjoy. That's about it. Dr. Pepper, I get in and out. I pair with Dr. Pepper. I'll never. Yeah, well, I'll check it. I'll try out Dr. Pepper next time. I really want a touchscreen Chromebook. I heard that Chromebooks are like actually trash, but that's what I heard. I heard it's like really really bad. But well, good luck on getting something like that. I've never had like a touchscreen laptop. I've only had one laptop in my life, which is like, I mean, I've had it for like a couple of years, maybe like three years. But yeah, ADHD can be the opposite too, make you so concentrated that you forget about your surroundings. Is that how that works? I guess maybe. I guess that's it. Let me get back to drawing. I've been locked out for so long. I've been on this drawing for like a while. Bro, how do you make a character handsome? In general, whether it's like a guy or a girl, uh, in general, a handsome face is just a face with like a face with more sharp lines, more boxy. Um, you can even do like sharper eyes instead of like essentially handsome is like cool. Handsome is cool, and cool is the opposite of cute. So anything that's cute, you remove it and you turn it into something that's cool, and that's how you get handsome. You make the face less sharp. I mean, yeah, you make the face longer, take out that roundness. You make the nose sharper, take out that roundness. You bring in the eyes. You had some cheekbones. You make the eyes sharper. If you take out, but to be fair, when I'm trying to draw like a handsome character, I usually leave in some amount of roundness. I think going too far in one direction, I don't know. I don't really like it. I like some sort of balance. So I'm not good. I think I tried to go too far into the handsome, and I end up just having almost handsome Squidward. Can I just draw handsome Squidward? I'm not gonna, but I could have. This could definitely turn to handsome Squidward if I tried. Dennis, do you like to use triangles? I don't know what I can use triangles in for the body. What could be a triangle in the body? I don't see any triangles in the body. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Like for the hair? Okay, I guess. Yeah, yeah. The hair does work for, yeah. Yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah, you're right. You're right. The hair does work. The chest area, I don't know. I never found triangles to be that helpful, because whenever I'm visualizing the when I visualize the chest, I don't think triangles. Okay, I guess it could work. I don't know. But in general, it'd be more like a trapezoid. Like, I guess a trapezoid would be, but yeah, in general I just consider this like a box, but it's more, I guess it is triangle shaped, I suppose, but in my mind it's a box. Cat ears are, yeah, I guess that works. I'm gonna listen to the stream while you finish the lesson on school. Okay. For the crotch might be useful too. I don't. I mean, I guess, but I still think that trapezoids are probably more balanced shapes. Like, yeah, maybe somewhere in between a triangle and like a square, or somewhere in between like a pyramid or whatever it be, and like a cube is a very useful shape. Because like obviously the human body, it doesn't like stay in like a cube form. It tapers off. Like basically everything in the body tapers in some degrees. So cubes aren't like proper, like, for like each side is equal, but they're not triangles either. But yeah, triangles would be good for the pelvis. I see a ton of, I mean, okay, if I draw the body in triangles, I could kind of see this. I could see it, or rather, okay, this is like still almost like a trapezoid. I can see the body in like this way. It's just when it comes to actually, I feel like I have to do way more legwork with like this. I have to do way more legwork with that than like a shape like this. Or even a shape like this. I feel like this is way closer to an actual body than like an actual triangle, which is why I say I don't know. I don't. I mean, I guess if it works for you, then it works, right? That's really it. When it comes to art, there's not really like a right or wrong way to do it. But for me specifically, in my brain, how my brain works, triangles just doesn't work. I can't deal with the roughness of pencil when drawing. I like things that glide smoothly. Yeah, me too. Me too. Just do something you feel familiar with. Yeah. I don't know what to draw with pen. I'm afraid to mess up. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So when you're drawing with pen, just don't treat it like you're trying to, don't do a finished illustration. Don't try and do a finished drawing. When you're drawing with pen, just draw and have fun. Treat it like just like a doodle. Like, who said that? Yeah, like Saul said, just doodle something. As you get better at doodling, your doodles will become more and more clean, and it moves towards looking more like a finished sketch than just a doodle. But yeah, for now, just doodle. The pen is the most useful when you actually stop thinking about like trying to do finished, like something that's like perfect on the first go. Pen is supposed to show your imperfections. Yeah, exactly. It's supposed to make you work with your imperfections, not like remove them. How would you suggest getting better at meshing and twisting 3D shapes? Meshing and twisting. Well, first understand like the base 3D shape. Like if you can understand a cube, just a normal cube. If you can understand this, then eventually you can understand like it'd be more like this. You can understand like once you get the cube, like the thing down. Really, when you're like changing like objects, you kind of just move the points around. So like for this to shrink it, you kind of just bring in the corners. You make the corners go in, and then you just connect the lines again. 3D shapes are just points and lines. That's really all it is. You move the points and then you connect the dots, right? It's just connecting dots with 3D shapes. So as long as you get good at manipulating the points between the shapes, right? Because what's a cube? A cube is just like these dots with lines between them, right? So when you're able to move and manipulate them, then you start to, change and warp and I guess mesh 3D shapes. Dennis, would you ever sketch with a pencil? I do sketch. I sketch with a pencil whenever I'm very, very unsure with a drawing, or when I just want to try out something and then erase it, I'll sketch with a pencil. But just for general, I sketch with the pen. But if there's like something that I want, like I actually really want to get right for whatever reason, or I just want to try something out, I think there's a way to use it. But yeah, when I just want to like see something real quick, I'll do that. Or I want to just double check before I do something. For whatever reason, that's when I'd use pen. But that's like really rare that I'm so concerned about like getting something right. Or sometimes I'm like, okay, do I want to do this pose or do I want to do that pose? Or if I already have a pose, if I was doing a sketch in pen and I have a pose already laid out, and I'm like, okay, I wonder if I can, do I want the arms to be behind the body or in front of the body? In that case, I will use pen. I'm like, I'll try out the behind, I'll try it in front, and I'll be like, okay, which one looks better? In that case, it's not even about a mistake that I'm making, right? So I think that's why I'm okay with using the pencil. It's not really about a mistake per se. I just want to know what I prefer, because sometimes I actually just don't know which one I would prefer, which one I think looks better. Although sometimes, yeah, if I'm like really unfamiliar with a pose, if it's like my first time doing a really difficult pose, I'll like try it out with pen, just like get comfortable with it, and then I'll do it again. Pen is supposed to show, yeah, shows how you can improve. Yeah, exactly. How would you about, yeah, read that already. Here's my Halloween trick. I'll give advice instead of trying to get some. And if you don't want, wait, what? Here's my Halloween trick. I'll give you, even if you don't want to finish a drawing, finish it. You will be 100 times happier finishing it rather than not finishing it. I think that's, yeah, okay. I think you should either finish it. Yeah, okay, yeah, I'll go with that. In my case, I either finish a drawing or I abandon it, but I never try and fix the drawing. Can you do a pose from Attack on Titan when Eren is talking to his father? It'd be funny. I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, yeah, but yeah, I don't know if I'm really interested in it. It is a funny. It would be a funny pose. You're correct though. Dennis, would you ever? Yeah, read that already. Gelward versus Pendrick. Art when? Dennis, when? I'm sorry. YouTube is so annoying. Time to time, it shows an ad that covers the whole chat. I think it's not. I think it is not an error. Maybe the streams are monetized now. Yeah, I think the streams are monetized. I've been wondering if it like is monetized, but yeah, I guess it is. Because recently people have been saying that it's been doing that. Wait, no, I definitely, yeah, I put it on. I put on monetization. I remember that. It was a setting. Okay, so I just accidentally stole the Mona Lisa. What? How's the weather? Weather's good. Hello, Red. Welcome to the stream. No, he's supposed to be sleeping. It's good. It's good. How's it going for you, Ren? It was on the sidewalk. I know I got it in my closet. What do I do with it? You sell it to the highest bidder. That's too far. It'd be more like this. There we go. Sesbi and Gex? What the hell is Gesbian sex is the real question. Dennis, would you like to accidentally draw the Mona Lisa? Like drawing something so above your current skill that you can't replicate it and scratch your head thinking how you made it? If I could never replicate it again, no, I wouldn't like to do that. If I draw something, I would like to know how I drew it. Dennis, you ever gonna watch the Dude Chainsaw Man movie? Yeah, of course. This lesbian woman drawings are gonna get out of hand very soon. Oh no, this is a guy. This is indeed a man. What do you mean a man? It's a guy. Okay, so you draw a really good woman, but you draw guys like twinks. Is that what I'm noticing? No. What you are noticing is that I just never actually finished. I did finish this drawing, of course. He has a beard and stuff. I just didn't finish it yet. Make a wish, a man drawing its sight true. I like to draw myself a good old twink. Fair enough. I said fair now. That's not a word. That's not a saying. Man, that monks are rocky. When? Never. True. I genuinely never knew what Mog mean. I thought that just meant to like destroy in like a competition or something like that. But it means to destroy someone in looks. Just in pure attractiveness. I got like 2 mistakes in French. Oh, that's nice. I heard French was difficult. Okay, I guess I'll do it over here instead. Jeez, I made so many corrections to this drawing. I'll give her a hoodie. Dennis, do you know French? Nope. I just actually drew Sesbi and Lex with Saul. I see. Yeah, like brutal mog. I didn't. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, learn something new every day. I forgot to add his glasses. I must add his glasses. This is necessary. What other language do you know? People are getting mad at Dennis. What? People are getting mad at me? Dennis, is you good at French? No. Tennis ball, read. What? um what other language do you know? I know so I know English. I know like British English. I know Australian English. I think I know like American English kind of. I think I'm pretty good with like Dennis English, but honestly, I think I'm the best at like just gibberish English, you know? Want to be the Yuri to Mayawi? What the hell does that even mean? Aren't those two things literally opposites? Other than English? I just told you all the languages I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Imagine I don't know only one language. I know American English, UK English, I know Australian. Did I say Australian? I said that already. I know Danish English and gibberish. That's 5 languages. Imagine being illiterate that you can't, or like not even illiterate, because like, imagine not be able to understand basic like language and sentences, because like I literally just said I understood language. I have like multiple languages. Who's the male character? He's the main character. You'll never get it, Dennis. You'll never get our bromance, Dennis. I never said anything. I never said anything about your romance. Imagine only knowing English. I don't know. No, I don't only know English. I know English. I also know Dennis English. Okay. I know gibberish English. That's important. I know the British English and I know Australian English. Come on, get it? Come on. I don't just know English. Like, just because there's English in the name, it doesn't mean it's the same language. Silly, silly, silly. Perhaps you also know New Zealand English. You know, that one's kind of difficult, though. I don't really know that one. Unfortunately, I'm not that good. I'm not that good. Still English, though? There's, like, different Englishes, you know? Just because you don't know just because you're uneducated in, like, the knowledge of English doesn't mean I have to be as well. Try have a conversation with a Brit, I dare you. I could understand. Yeah, I understand the Englishes. The different types of Englishes. Imagine only knowing English, most popular language in the world. Too mainstream, can never be US. I'm gonna make that a pun instead of can never be us. I'm gonna say can never be US. How positive are we? It's a man because I thought they were cute. 100%. 100% man. This is a girl. If you're asking if this is a girl, yeah, this is she's a female. This guy is a guy. Dennis, shut your mouth. I ain't got no excuse. You ain't got no excuse. You only know one language, which is English. I know multiple languages. 5 to be exact. My pen is out of ink. Well, shit. No, I meant no. You meant us, not you. You meant the U.S., not the USA. Well, that's the same thing. Come on, you know this. Don't you know that the U.S. and the United States of America is the same thing? Uneducated people nowadays. What is Dennis English anyways? It's a language, you know, it's of all the Dennises. All the Dennises have the same language. Do you not know that? Imagine only knowing about imagine not knowing about like Dennis English. Wow. You're so uneducated. I meant US, holy rage bait. I know you meant US. It's so sad. Pendrick is in the bottle now. Pendrick is dead. And in any case, yeah. Dennis is not your real name, but you're holding strong to it. I mean, it's a good placeholder, I suppose. I'll take Dennis. I've accepted the name. I mean, what else could they call me? Sin? I think Sin is the only honestly, I think Sin is way easier to say, to type at least than Dennis. But it's also way easier to say. So if not Dennis, it'd be like Sin or something. It'd be because I don't want to be honest, I think Singularity is a little bit confusing because it's the name of the main character. So I don't want to it kind of be like if the author of One Punch Man it'd be like if Saitama wrote One Punch Man, the main character's name is Saitama. It'd be a little bit confusing. So yeah, I think Sin or Dennis. Dennis works. Dennis is an actual name, so it's way easier for people to say. Whereas Sin is a little bit more confusing, I think. Because I don't know. I just feel like it'd be a little bit more confusing for Sin. Even though I think it's simpler and it works a little bit better. I don't know. It depends. Maybe we can hope he got reincarnated as a new pen. But this pen was already existing. This pen and Pendrick already existed in the same time. Just I must eat thy pencils. Please don't. Sin because you sin too much. I'm not a sinful person at all. I am completely. I'm a. What's the word? I'm a holy individual. Virtuous indeed. In fact, I mean, yeah, virtuous in fact. I've done no sins at all. What have I? Oh, what sins have I done? All I've done is be too kind to the public. I wonder if I can do a 7 deadly sin speedrun where I hit all the 7 deadly sins. I wish I was in her place instead. Fair enough. Hello, no, welcome to the stream. Buy a new pen, but Kendrick. Buy Kendrick a new celestial body. I would, but I already have a bunch of pens. Look at their bodies. Oh, by the way, no, never mind. Yeah. Look at all these pens. I'm not buying a new pen anytime soon. Bro got multiple Pendricks. Okay, cool. Bring that up there. I'm gonna need the whole pack while it's in the case. That's not good. What do you mean? By the way, null? Just say never mind. Oh, what do you mean by the way, null? And just say never mind? I don't know. I forgot what I was gonna say. I think I was gonna say something about what's up. I think I was gonna say something like what's up is cheating on you. These teams will never be the same without Pendrick. So many Pendrick bodies. He's in the hearts. So many pens. Yeah, I have lots of pens. I think I forgot what I was gonna say, but it's probably that. Cheating on who? You! What's up is cheating on you! I'm joking. I forgot what I was gonna say. What does her mouth do? The one on the shoulder? Her mouth does mouth things. Although her mouth also does this, so I mean, I think her mouth does a lot, I'm not gonna lie. What her mouth do? A lot. Do you like hip dips? Yes. Okay, so if Paradox X works, you go back in time, do that, and that why did you do that has always been... Yeah, that's like if you go back in time. That's like if you go back in time to save. Yeah, it's kind of like the what's it called? It's like the situation in. Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil that actually, but yeah, I understand what you mean. Who the fuck hates hip dips? I don't know. It depends. About the things reserved for the Bull sketchbook? You'll never know. I won't even hint at what's in the Bull sketchbook. It's actually just anatomy studies. It's anatomy studies. Oh, actually. Never mind. See, that's the right way. That's the right use of never mind. What's a hip? Is it like a barbecue ribs? Yeah, something like that. English with a hard Australian accent, I'd classify as a different language. Exactly. People who hate hip dips do not actually exist. I'm pretty sure they exist. Yeah. I mean, okay. Let me think about it. Can you? Never mind. He actually did mention what was in the sketchbook. Yeah, it was like anatomy and stuff. He drew penis. I do have one. I do have one in there. That's about it. Maybe two? I don't know. I draw the penile. First shot? No. No. Sloth is talking about in this sketchbook over here. This one over here. Epic jousting. Jousting. Jousting is crazy. There was a duel of the century. No, unfortunately, there's only been one penile on the page at a time. I think, unless I've done like a page with just a bunch of them. I don't know. I don't remember drawing much of the penile. I think I'm just gonna call them peniles for now on. I don't know why. It just feels. I know it's like wrong. I know that's not the meaning of it. But my brain get it a happy when I say it a penile. You know. Hello, Shira. Welcome to the stream. What did I just read? What is that? Who is Pendrick? Pendrick was my pen. The previous pen. I just threw it away. They named it Pendrick. Calcium what? Duel of the Foreskin Fates is crazy. It's crazy. I'm just saying. Bulge battles? That's better. That's better than... Dennis, since you're so confident, just show the bull sketchbook. Wait, I never said I'm what? I didn't say I was confident. I didn't say I was confident at all. Draw that for May the 4th? I don't think so. So you just dispose of them whenever you like, huh? You monster? Yeah. No, he died. He ran out of his lifeblood, the ink. He ran out of ink. He just died. I mean, his name's One Punch Man, and the author is one. True. I mean, that is true. But like, that's almost confusing. It's not super confusing because One Punch Man's name is not One Punch Man. It's Saitama. And like, basically, rarely does anyone while watching One Punch Man like call Saitama One Punch Man, unless they're like usually people just say Saitama when you're actually like in the show. So it's okay. I think that's acceptable. But if people call me Singularity, and this guy's name is like his name is basically just Singularity. Actually, well. Yeah. Just refill the ink. Wouldn't that be more? Is that more expensive? I feel like that's more expensive. I'd rather just like toss out the body, you know. That's a crazy sentence. Yeah, I'd rather just toss out the body than like refill the body with blood. You know, just give me a new body. Yeah. You're right. You're correct. Was up. Revive Pendrick. Same analogy of switching weapons. Exactly. Switching weapons is faster than reloading. Fuck, we're loading. What's the name of the new pen? Whoa, what's the new pen's name? I have no idea. Yes, I'm not apologies for blocking you here. Take a break off Discord because some shit. Wait, are you talking? Won't call you single though because you're mine. I never wrote this message, and this shall be removed from my digital footprint. Abba. Penrica, like Veronica, except Penrica. Penarica. Nope. Penirica. Penile. Okay, I'm done. Piroca. No! No! I remember, and that's bad. Very, very bad. Very, 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 very bad. Hello, my accountability buddies. I remember that. Who said that? Was it fourth leaf clover? Four leaf? Who was it? Was it four leaf clover? Someone said that. Hello, Crab Girl. Welcome to the stream. This is funny today. I am the funniest. I have never not been funny. I've always been funny. A funny guy. A funny guy with what? A funny guy is what they call me. The funniest, in fact. I'm so sorry I'm giving you that. Yeah, he has a sorry present. You guys will never know. A goon to Pendrick because this shall be removed off my digital footprint as well. Someone doesn't have an accountability buddy. Hope I'm not too late. You're very late. New pen should be named Penelope. Actually, yeah, I'll go with that. Penelope, yeah, that works. Penelope is actually a really good name. No, Calstorm, no. Because he's a creator of our beautiful Laxu Pendrick shall never be forgotten. True. Why people are talking about Yaoi? I don't know. Next one is Penrique. Penrique. Is it hot by you guys? And I think it's Arizona, right? Is Arizona still hot? Because like it's winter. Does Arizona not have winter? It's always hot here. 65 on your AC? Does power bills not apply to you? 65 is crazy. Well, it's not crazy, but what? In this economy? Overtime, baby. Fair enough. These days are still 85 to 90. Wow. That, yeah, okay. Well, that's probably not a good sign, because that means during the summer it was like over 100. I guess, wait, why? I guess you're close to the equator. I guess you guys are like closer to the equator than over here. How is your economy? I think everyone's economy is just like messed up. Everyone's economy is screwed up. Something AI company, something power plant, something power grid, something. something. Could these Americans stop using Fahrenheit and switch to Celsius? It seems like it'd be easier. I think it'd be like 30 degrees Celsius. 30 degrees Celsius is like somewhere around 80 to 80. It's somewhere around 80 degrees Fahrenheit, right? Or 85, I think. Right. What's a kilometer? Eagle noises, freedom noises. Thank you, AI, for making our lives worse. I need to find them people who made the AI religion. There's an AI religion. I'm gonna do the next pose. Next pose shall be what? Next pose shall be what? Next pose shall be this. I've done this pose too many times. Okay, I'm done. Okay, no more of this pose. I will go to. I will do. I'll do this. Do the Choso pose? What? No. It's like, what is he talking about? Counselor, what are you talking about? No. Wait, why would you? Cannibalism? Question mark? Anyways, I'm putting null in the shackles. Not the null shackles. Is it weird I haven't practiced structures and I'm drawing better bodies without warming up? I think if you just increase your visual library, you can probably somewhat achieve good. Yeah, you could probably achieve good, like decent bodies. Yeah. How much longer do you think AI will take over the world? I don't know. It depends. It depends if people can get over the It seems like plateaus happen a lot when it comes to AI. It depends how quickly people can overcome those like plateaus and start like get back to the progress. So yeah. Probably that. PPP Pentation. You said to use Celsius because it's superior. People say it's 2030. People say it's 2030. I don't know. I mean, it's still like 5 years. So like in 5 years, maybe. I think it's a possibility. Dennis, when are you going to talk about the grand incident of 25 July 8th? What happened then? What's the grand incident of then? I don't even know what that is. All I know is that a lot of creative jobs are going to be in the it's going in the shitter in the next 5 years. Maybe it depends. It depends. Perhaps. I don't see like I don't see humanity losing an interest in human art. Yeah, that's the end of my statement. I just don't see. I don't think people are really interested. I don't know how much people are going to be that interested in a thing that doesn't think when it creates art. And I think that's just how it works. I could be naive though. I could be naive. But I think a lot of the reason why people like art is because they like to understand the human behind it. They like to like try and understand that. If there's nothing to understand, I feel like art is a lot more boring, generally speaking. Penicillin. I'm drawing don't know what that is with a towel slip. Dennis, I'm drawing too. Nice. Protests for voice acting aren't being taken seriously by agencies at all. Someone got an Oscar for something that was carried by AI. Well, I don't know. Human drawn boobs and arse are superior to whatever the clankers mimic. Yeah. Okay. So like, okay. I think when you say jobs, actually, yeah. Okay. I can actually agree when it comes to like corporate jobs. Yeah. Yeah. I agree. But yeah, because in general, I think that when it comes to businesses just like to cut corners. So if you can like not have to pay a person, I think like businesses will obviously jump at that opportunity, unless there's like laws put in place or something like that. I don't think people are gonna truly care. Well, like businesses are gonna truly care. I think when it comes to like people, I don't know. I don't have a good grasp on like the public opinion and stuff like that. Penicillin would be the best names for this pen. I think Penelope was pretty good though. I think Penelope was pretty cool. Drawing's the only thing I'm good at, so let's hope being an animator will still work out. Yeah, hopefully. I was told myself that if someone gets a legit award for something AI had a huge impact on, it's over for that. And guess what happened? I mean, yeah, that happens. I don't know. In general, like, yeah, I think for corporate jobs, it's always kind of been like that, for better or worse. Like, I think technology has just been, yeah, ever since like the first thing like that has happened with technology, it's always been like encroaching on like human jobs. And yeah, like I said, for better or for worse, I don't have a true real opinion on it. I just think it's a thing that happens. So I don't know if I can really form an opinion on it. But when it comes to like if I think that artists are just going to disappear, I don't think so. I think people are like deeply interested in human made art. That's why we still have things like the Mona Lisa and like stuff like that. Is because we're interested not in just like art but we're interested in the context behind the art, I think. Or maybe I'm coming at it from like an artistic perspective. Perhaps like people just like see like a pretty drawing and they're like, pretty drawing, and then they move on. I understand like that is a like sometimes people do that, but I think the people who actually have an interest in it, the people who are willing to like place real value on it, I don't know if they're like just gonna be swayed by AI, but I don't know. I could just be optimistic. I can just be naively optimistic. In any case, I'm gonna keep drawing. Roblox is 99 slop and 1% games. Like, okay, here's the thing. Here's the future that I can probably see. I can see a future where AI gets good enough to like make actually decent art. Or it's already making like art that visually looks pretty good. The thing is, that's like all it is. Like all AI art is just, or not like all, but like for AI art, like for AI art that looks like decent, that's like all it is. All it is decent. It doesn't have any value beyond that. Right? I think there's more layers to human art. There's less layers to AI art because there's no thought behind it. Because there's no thought behind it, I just feel like, I don't know. I think there's always going to be a market for certain things. I think that there's practically nothing that in general things stay around unless it's like completely obsolete. And I just don't think I don't think AI can truly mimic all of what human art is, because it's not human, right? If something can't replace something entirely in its function, I don't think that the other thing that still has some function that another thing can replicate, I don't think that thing can be replaced. Onions have layers, yes. Like ogres. Technically, AI just rips out different aspects from multiple different art and tries to process and assemble and stuff it together to look similar to the... Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, AI doesn't even, like, yeah, do pen... There's no, like, pen strokes or, like, brush strokes. It's just... Yeah. it melts down a bunch of things and it like spits out like one. It melts them into like a certain, it's a melting pot. It puts them in a melting pot, spits out like a conglomeration of a bunch of different things, but it's not really doing anything by itself. Copper blood instead of clanker. Copper blood. Des, do you know how to cook? Yes, I know how to cook. Yes, he's a good housewife. Why would I do that to myself? By the way, if you have a main character, then you have a book or manga story. So where can I check it out? I've posted one story. It's in Discord in the OC lore channel. It's in the pinned message. That's the only story I've actually published or something like that. When it comes to like a manga, yes, I have a general thing, but it's not like anywhere. It's not. I haven't made a manga. You could more think about it like like a future project maybe. A future project, but it's not anything that's like in the works right now. Haven't taken any steps to do that. Yeah, but when it comes to like a story with the same characters, yes, the main with the main character too. It's like, yeah, in Discord in the OC lore channel or whatever it is, and then it's the pinned message. It's one of the pinned messages there. So yeah. I is it on Twitter? I mean, there might be like a snippet of like manga on Twitter though, of like a manga panel, but it's not like it's just like a little thing that I did. It's not like a fully realized thing. Just a character interaction that I wanted to do. That's really it. Okay, goodbye, Rapdog. Have a good day. Just no problem. No problem at all. So I just wasted 7 minutes mixing peanut butter and jelly together? But why? I wanted to see if I even got amount. I wanted to say if I got even amount. Why don't you? Okay, why don't you just make a sandwich? Do one slice with peanut butter, one slice with jelly. Spread them evenly on each slice, and then put it together. You would get an even slice. You what? I've never had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I don't think. Oh no, I have. I can't remember it though. But yeah, I don't tend to eat it because I'm allergic. But I think that would make sense. I don't like the texture of yeah. So just like put one on one side, one the other side. Therefore, you get both of them in one bite. You don't have to eat it by itself. But what? I don't really understand. I don't know why you had to put them together. I mean, yeah, I don't understand why you had to mix it together. It'd probably be like it's probably trying to like mix water and oil. They have like two different densities and stuff. It's probably trying to mix like dirt with rock. Or maybe not dirt with rock, but you know what I'm saying. Dirt with rock is a little bit extreme. It's a little bit extreme, but no, I put the jelly in the microwave for 5 to 10 minutes to soften it, so it complies like a good boy. Apparently, it didn't comply. Hello, Sloth. Okay, there we go. Bring that in like that. I'm gonna bring the leg in like that, meaning I only have to do that, meaning that's gonna come like that, meaning that goes like that. Okay, that works. I'm gonna now roll this around like that. Dennis, will you draw a wiener for good measures? Pardon? What do you mean? I haven't a clue what you're talking about. Alrighty, let me see. Like that. I'm pretty sure I'm done with stream. I think I'm done. I did a couple drawings today. Not too many, but I've done more than I've done 1, 2, 3, 4. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is 9. Hello, Divvy. Hello, Divvy. Or is it Divian? Hello, Jan. I'll just say hello, Dav. Hello, Dav. How is your day? Is your day going well? Hopefully your day's good. Is it Divian or is it Divian? It's the same thing. Divian. Oh, I just understand. Yeah. Ye is, that's why Y makes the E sound. It's the ye. Ye. So it's like ND. Yeah. ND. Yeah. ND. Kind of. I can understand it now. I always wondered why well, okay, but achievement unlocked, some cool drawings. Stream complete, yes. Did some okay drawings. Yeah, thank you for coming to the stream, guys. I hope you guys liked it. Are making fun of me? No? We love you, Dennis. We totally don't go to you. Well, you can't go into me. I don't exist. Indeed, we love you. I don't think that's what that means. But yes, thank you. Thank you for coming to the stream, guys. Saul, what's up? Sloth, XC. Did I say Sloth already? Divvy. Null was here. Yugo was here. Anyways, yeah, thank you all. Thank you all for coming to the stream and staying till the end. I'm done for today. I am going to do something else. Probably like digital drawing, honestly, but yes. Thank you. What's this about gooning to Dennis? I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for coming to the stream, Be With a Baby Head. And all the rest of you. You joined so late. Yes, you did, kind of, yeah. Yeah, thank you guys. And I guess goodbye.